We've got a News Channel 36 exclusive: anger and accusations, botched plastic surgeries in Charlotte.
And doctors who say they're ready to nip and tuck after just a weekend of training. This
morning, the I-Team's Michelle Bowden enters the operating room digging for answers.
There's big money.
Liposuction, facelift, tummy tucks.
In building the perfect body.
That's what everybody wants.
So much money.
There's demand.
This nationally recognized plastic surgeon says not all doctors getting into the industry should be.
It would be offensive to me to think that somebody is in a weekend course trying to make their training equivalent to what it took me 8 years to do.
Doctors who went to school for different specialties now switching gears almost overnight.
There are a lot of doctors getting into Botox and fillers, not necessarily the surgical aspects, but some of the non-surgical things to try and help because of the economy.
Dr. Bruce Marco used to be an OBGYN.
It almost didn't pay to do OB.
So he started doing hair transplants, then last year, liposuction.
There are a lot of people in the industry, cosmetic surgeons, who don't feel I should be doing it.
He admits taking only a 2-day course in what's called Smart Lipo. Do you think you're qualified?
I feel I'm qualified, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it.
There's a brand new way to get rid of unwanted fat.
Smart Lipo is where doctors use a laser to melt the fat, then suck it out.
People are buzzing.
The company that makes the machine for the procedure, Cynosure, will sell it to any licensed doctor. All they have to do, complete that weekend course and watch another doc perform Smart Lipo.
Obviously, he didn't know what he was doing.
This former patient who didn't want to be identified believed the ads for Ballantine Dr. Paul Drago.
He said he was the best.
He claimed to be the most experienced Smart Lipo doctor in the Carolinas.
It's hideous.
In fact, the doctor got $2,000 for every doctor he trained.
I just wanted to be attractive for my husband. And now I don't feel good about myself at all.
She showed us pictures of the scars she says Dr. Drago left her with so bad the medical board suspended the former ear, nose, and throat guy after she and several other women complained.
People need to be more trained than that. They need to know what they're doing so that somebody won't be disfigured for life.
The state medical board doesn't have the right to regulate the training. They only get involved when there's complaints. The FDA has approved Cynosure's guidelines for Smart Lipo training. But our investigation found doctors doing Smart Lipo claim a variety of different specialties, some with a traditional background in plastic surgery, others with none.
A lot of what I've done is fixing other people's problems.
Dr. Andrew Gear's specialty is plastic surgery. He'd been doing traditional liposuction for 5 years before trying Smart Lipo.
What is appropriate training to do this procedure? What is appropriate? Is a weekend course in Vail appropriate? No.
Dr. Paul Greenberg's specialty is listed on the medical board website as other. Can you tell me how long you've been performing Smart Lipo? Dr. Greenberg?
I don't do it.
You were doing it, though.
Briefly, but I do not do it.
Greenberg owns Ageless Remedies in South Park, where a woman who answered the phone told us he'd been doing Smart Lipo for 6 months. He used to go by Richard Greenberg, and he used to be a neurosurgeon until the North Carolina Medical Board told him he couldn't be one anymore. Documents show they were concerned about his ability to perform neurosurgery and angry. He didn't report he has limited sight in one eye and limited ability to perceive colors in both eyes. He is allowed to do laser hair removal and minor cosmetic procedures. Is this a minor cosmetic procedure?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because of the potential for deforming somebody's body.
Would you consider it a minor cosmetic procedure?
No. No, it's an operation.
One Greenberg was advertising until we called the medical board with questions. Why did you stop doing Smart Lipo?
No comment.
You said you're not doing it anymore?
Not doing it.
Your sign still says that you're advertising Smart Lipo.
Well, I have to take it down.
And you don't want to tell me why you stopped doing it?
No, thank you.
The state medical board says one of the best ways to determine if your surgeon is on the up and up is to make sure they have hospital privileges. Greenberg doesn't have them.
That's very important, and that should raise a red flag.
Dr. Drago didn't have them either.
The whole purpose of hospital privileges is if you have a complication, if you have a bleed, an infection.
And neither does the former OBGYN, Dr. Marco. Which hospitals do you have privileges at locally?
I'm sorry, maybe I misunderstood. I don't have privileges.
Though he says he plans to get them.
To get hospital privileges to do certain things, your peers have to approve that, yeah, you're trained to do that.
It's an unregulated industry in many ways.
So how do you check out a doctor? Ask your family doctor for a referral. Also, check out the medical board website. We've got a link on our website. You can make sure a surgeon has an active license and they're not facing any disciplinary actions, and verify a surgeon has hospital privileges. Reporting now for the I-Team, Michelle Bowden, News Channel 36.
Really incredible story. So many people have been writing in about that.
And that woman that she talked to, if she only had that information ahead of time,
beforehand,
you know, it might have saved her from going through what she went through. It's
exactly.
Just, yeah.